We are here today to launch the Manufacturing Jobs for America initiative, a campaign to refocus Washington on manufacturing jobs by working in the Senate in a bipartisan way to build support for the good manufacturing legislation that both parties can agree on. We're here today, frankly, in part because we're fed up with what Washington has become and its inability to make progress on the #1 issue facing our communities and our country, creating good jobs. Congress has been distracted this year, I think we could all agree. There's still 11 million people unemployed, but we've spent the last month just trying to get the government open and prevent an even larger economic calamity. This cycle has to end. We have to spend more time focusing on manufacturing jobs than we do on manufactured crises. The fact is, not all jobs are created equal. Some jobs are better than others, and manufacturing jobs are better for our economy than jobs in any other sector. When you add up pay and benefits, workers in manufacturing get 22% more in compensation than other sectors. The average manufacturing job pays $75,000 a year in salary and benefits. Every new job in manufacturing creates an additional 1.6 jobs in the local service economy, and every dollar spent in manufacturing adds $1.34 to the local economy. Manufacturing jobs have a multiplying effect, and after 4 years of economic recovery, our country sure could use it. We know the jobs can come. They're already coming. After a decade of decline, manufacturers have created 500,000 new jobs in this country in just the last 3 years. But there's more we can and should do working together. Studies by the Manufacturing Institute and Deloitte estimate 600,000 jobs in manufacturing went unfilled last year because of a skills gap, a lack of appropriately skilled workers. So we're going to speak about what we could do together to deal with that challenge. Congress working together, in my view, can and should make a difference if we can break through the politics, get through the gridlock, and if we manage to work together. Miller Metal Fabrication in Delaware, which is from my home state, isn't giving up. Its founder, Marty Miller, gave me something which sits on my desk every single day and reminds me that made in America, manufactured in Delaware is not just a slogan. It's an approach, it's an attitude, it's a priority. Miller Metal has invested in new technology and highly skilled workers and has been able to win business back from competitors in China. We can and should fight and win for manufacturing. I'm not giving up on American manufacturing, and neither are these wonderful colleagues who've joined me here this morning. Before I came to the Senate, much of my work was at a manufacturing company, a materials-based science company that makes things. But there are others who have been leaders here in the Senate for long before I got here. Senator Stabenow is the co-chair of the Manufacturing Caucus. Senator Brown has been an unrelenting voice on manufacturing policy for years. Senator Pryor has contributed 6 bills to this initiative in financing, export, strategy, and skills. Senator Franken is deeply passionate about skills training and community colleges. Senators Warner and Reed and Donnelly have brought creative new ideas about skills development. Senator Shaheen has a number of bipartisan ideas, including some to boost exports. Senators Merkley and Schatz have ideas on energy efficiency and how they could help manufacturers. Senator Blumenthal has contributed an idea on capital formation. Senator Murphy on helping manufacturers be competitive. Senator Baldwin about leveling the playing field globally for American-made products. That's just the senators who are here with us this morning. There are 22 senators overall who've chosen to be a part of this agenda, and even more who've got good ideas we think should be considered. So today we're launching the Manufacturing Jobs for America campaign, a campaign within the Senate to build support for good manufacturing legislation that Democrats and Republicans can agree on. There's 40 policy ideas. Most of these bills have already been introduced. Half of those introduced have bipartisan co-sponsors. And we are going to be working actively together in the weeks ahead to refine them, to win more bipartisan sponsors, to encourage hearings by committees and subcommittees, and ultimately to demonstrate that these bills can pass the Senate. This campaign builds on, and was in part inspired by, the great work of the Democratic whip, Representative Steny Hoyer, and his Make It in America initiative in the House that several of the members here participated in when they were in the House. The bills in our campaign are organized generally around 4 big ideas. First, strengthening America's modern workforce, dealing with the skills gap. Second, fighting for a level global playing field. Third, making it easier for manufacturers to access capital and invest in R&D. And fourth, doing more to ensure a government-wide coordinated manufacturing strategy. This campaign is about refusing to accept it's impossible for Republicans and Democrats to agree on ideas that will help manufacturers grow jobs. In the coming weeks, we will continue to work tirelessly to improve these ideas, to win bipartisan co-sponsors, and to get a floor vote and demonstrate that in the Senate, we can help manufacture jobs in this country.